Welcome, I'm Rosemary. I purchased my very first air fryer and wanted to take you along my journey. I'll be sharing recipes, my air fryer experiences, and tips along the way. Now, one of the more common things friends with air fryers told me was that they didn't know what to make besides fries and wings. I'll be posting different videos as we embark in this new journey. This air fryer is from Best Buy. It was $100 off, originally $139.99, so it was a really good deal. Now the brand is called Emerald and it's a 5.2-liter basket. Our first recipe is going to be salmon. This is Atlantic farm-raised salmon from my grocery store. This came as a whole fillet. I went ahead and cut it into 4 pieces. Now first we're going to be adding some extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil will also help your seasoning stick. Using a brush, you want to brush it on there evenly. Now, if you don't have a brush, you can just use your clean fingers. For my spices, I like to start with salt and pepper. Next, we'll be adding garlic powder, some thyme, a little bit of rosemary. This next magic salmon seasoning by Paul Prudhomme is optional. You don't have to use it, but if you can find it, I definitely recommend it. I always add it in addition to my spices. Flip them over and repeat each step. Oil and season. Once done, turn them back around, and on this side only, we're going to be adding some lemon zest. This will add a really nice flavor to it. Now, I was told not to use PAM or similar sprays. The lower quality oil and additives like propellants can damage the nonstick coating on some baskets. If you want, you can add your own olive oil or oil to one of the non-aerosol spray bottles or misters. I have my basket pulled out. I'm ready to add them in. I have a family of 4, so I'm hoping to fit them all in there. If you have more, you'll have to cook them in batches. Looking good. They're all fitting in there nicely. Let's put our basket back in. If you notice, I've got my air fryer sitting on a cutting block. I was told that the heat from the air fryer can damage your countertop, so we don't want that to happen. If sitting against the wall, make sure to give it enough room in the back for the air to flow. Okay, we want to power this on and set our temperature to 400 degrees. We'll set our timer for 20 minutes, but now in 10 minutes, you have to come back and flip them over so they can cook thoroughly. It's been 10 minutes, so it's time to flip them over. By the way, when you pull the basket out, it automatically stops and then continues when you put it back in. Let me grab my tongs. Now, it's important that we flip these over halfway through cooking. Air fryers work by blowing hot air around it. The force of the air produces a convection effect and cooks and browns the exterior of the food. Now, please note that air fryers are not deep fryers. You cannot pour a bunch of oil in there and deep fry. The nice thing about air fryers is that it still gives you that nice crispiness on top like deep fryers would, but healthier. Now let's continue cooking for the additional 10 minutes. Now I only have 3 minutes left, and I'm thinking that I want to flip them back around because I want that nice crispiness on top. Now you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on mine. Let me show you how good they're looking already. 3 more minutes and they're going to be great. All right, guys, I want to add a little bit of oil on top. Now, not too much, just a little bit. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's put it back in and let it finish. All right, it looks like this is ready. Let's see how it looks. I hope y'all can see this. This looks really good. Now, let's go start plating. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like the skin on the bottom, so I always like to remove it. Some people love it, which is perfectly fine. Now, it's very easy to remove, as you can see. We're going to be adding a little bit of sauce on top, but first, let's go ahead and add our sides. I've got some white jasmine rice and vegetables that I'll be adding. This sauce is a lemon butter sauce that I love making with salmon. Now, if you want the recipe, I'll go ahead and include it in my description below. Also, I'll put a link up top to my oven salmon recipe, and I know I've got it in that video. Let's go ahead and go in for the bite, and I want to show you up close. Look how nice and flaky this looks. Oh my goodness, so divine. This is really good and very tasty. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's definitely a thumbs up for salmon in the air fryer. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so below or hit my little picture on the side. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of all of my new videos, and please be sure to check out these links on the side. Share with your friends. Thanks for watching and your support.